So, Redfire 24 here, got a new rifle in. I'm gonna show you some chronograph readings with various weights of BBs, some shooting footage, and a small review with which I'm gonna start off first. It's the KG Works M700. It's the police model, so no takedown lever, not able to take it down halfway up here. Gas powered bolt action sniper rifle, which means there is zero resistance in the bolt. Comes out real quick for lubrication and stuff. There's a little button in the trigger guard. There we go. Comes out. Two little screws here. If you pull those out, this slides off. And there's a central screw there, with which you can adjust the FPS a little. Screwing it out will decrease it, screwing it in will increase the muzzle velocity. I've got it screwed in all the way now just to see the maximum power this rifle can put out. Installing it, just sliding it in. When the rifle is cocked, this slight little cylinder pops out. Safety off, and then it flies back in. Scope I have on there is a cheap 4x40 scope, which has been painted several times so it doesn't look like shit, but that's not very important right now. On the front end, well, the rifle comes with the rail, and there is a rear peephole sight mounted to the rifle. I took that shit off. On the front I still kept the front iron sight, and you might want to have a look down the iron sight. It's just a little pin there. And I left it on because on most rifles it's just flush, and I really kind of like that, so I left it on. I changed out the front muzzle cap for the Tanaka one with threads on it, and I've added the front end of a GMP M249, which makes it sound really loud. Increases the bang really hard. Coming back, this dial up here, it's a little small thing. That's your hop-up wheel, so it's easy to adjust it on the fly without having to disassemble the rifle. On the bottom we have the magazine well. Note, the magazine cannot be inserted or taken out if the bolt is not to the rear. So that's an extra safety. The magazine release button is right here in the trigger guard. I've already went ahead and gave it a custom paint job. Getting pretty good at it. It's pretty nice, turned out really nice. Repainted the scope because it was in tan and, well, a desert kind of camouflage, and I wanted it black to go with the firing mechanism and the barrel and such. I'm gonna start off with a FPS test. Got the chrono set up there in between the window, and front end of the barrel I have the Tanaka M700 thread adapter in there. It's not gonna make any differences to the FPS, but to be completely honest, we're gonna put the hop-up off, so it's not touching anymore, so it's off. And we're not gonna put one of the two barrel devices or muzzle devices on there, which I frequently use. This one actually originates from a GNP M249, the front end, and it makes the shot sound a bit louder, a bit more crisp somehow. I really like that. It's gonna intimidate in the field, which is good. And this, on the other hand, is a deep fire suppressor with foam rings inside, and this really dampens down the shot sound. Now for the FPS test, we're going to use ultra air green gas, power gas, whatever, 0.2 gram BBs, we're going to use 0.3 gram BBs, and we're going to use 0.43 gram BBs. I bought this rifle off of Red Wolf Airsoft, and there's an option when you buy the rifle to have it upgraded by Red Wolf Airsoft. It costs $95, and it's a level 4 upgrade. So that means, well, it says level 4, 450 FPS plus. So we should be getting over 450 FPS out of this bone standard upgraded rifle by Red Wolf Airsoft. All I did was clean the barrel, clean the hop-up rubber, and I also added inside of the outer barrel, I added some barrel spacers, which just tape wound around the inner barrel at 2 locations until they fit snugly inside the outer barrel. And this actually increased the accuracy quite a lot, because accuracy was a bit unsnipery. If it was yeah, it had a big spread. It had a big spread. Not really what a sniper rifle would be needing. On the upgrades, I have no certainty of what it is that they did to this rifle. They advertise it to have a 360 FPS without the upgrade and 450 with the upgrade. So I don't know how much the bone standard rifle should be shooting. I mean, they say 360, but who knows. I have seen that the hop-up rubber is quite stiff, so I don't think that's an original one. And the inner barrel is a silver one, so I believe they changed out that too, as I thought the inner barrel originally is brass colored, like on most rifles. Then I also think the striker spin, which is actually inside a bolt, I believe they changed that thing out too, because that thing is as stiff as a motherfucker. Okay, so these are the magazines for the M700. The fill valve's up here. This is where it comes out. As you can see, a very big space for the gas reservoir, so a lot of gas. And on the front end you can insert 10 BBs. Now note that we have 3 different colors. Those are 3 different weights. The black ones on the bottom here are 0.43 grams, so 43. These are 0.3 grams, the white ones, and the grey ones on top are 0.2 grams. So on the chronograph we'll be seeing very high ratings on the 0.2s, and then we'll see the 0.3 grams and then the 0.43 grams. So yeah, let's get to that.